Yo, 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 what's good with everybody? Do you know who this is? If you don't, I am CPA Strength. So who cares? I care about it, and I care that I'm the strongest licensed CPA in the state of Florida. You know what it is. If you haven't been binge watching, and this is your first time to see any of my videos, check my playlist over here. It's the best playlist in the world. It happens to be an accounting playlist, and it will make all your dreams come true. What are we going to do in this video? And what video is this? This is number 454. Car 54, where are you? I'm right here. I'm ready to watch the classic series. Classics. Don't you love a good classics, man? Classic series. Car 54, where are you? Number 54. What's that? Cinco e tres cuatro. Cinco e cuatro. 54. And anyways, 54 is going to be income tax refunds. That's what I had to clickbait you with a little bit to get you in here. We are going to talk about refunds, but we're mainly going to talk more about what's comprised of your refund. Now listen, before you click off, whatever, this is about a refund. This is about real life chippers. This is accounting for beginners. And then you say, yo, you're going to talk about tax returns though? Well, yeah, because you always say like, oh, well, tax is different than accounting. So if you never talk about tax at all, how would you know what it differs in? So this is just a good demonstration right here of how this is tax and how I usually do accounting, and that's debits and credits, and this isn't really debits and credits for the most part. Taxes, it's basically how much income you have minus deductions times the tax rate. That's what you owe. And then it's if you've fronted the government all year via federal withholdings. So let me just get into my board right now, but pay attention because this will give you your money back, and this is really upsetting. If you're like I don't care, look at your W-2. Do you have federal withholdings taken out of your W-2? Or better yet, look at your pay stub, and then you're like, I don't know what my pay stub is, I don't get a pay stub, I don't know. And, you know, it does boggle my mind that people are about, you know, oh, I'm about my money, I'm about my money, I'm about my money. You know, then you don't even want to know where your money goes. Like, you work 40 hours a week for $10 an hour, so it's $400, but then you get a paycheck for $325, and you don't even care where the other 75 go. Just go, oh, taxes, like, care. Especially if you have your paycheck, if on your paycheck you have federal withholdings taken out, then perk up, pay attention, because you have the opportunity to get those back in a refund. Most probably, if you have a job and you're having federal withholdings taken out, there's a good chance that you're going to get a refund. So this would behoove you to do. So anyways, this is about income tax refunds. Well, couple disclosures that this scenario is where in this scenario you're going to get a refund of $1,540. This scenario where we've been going, where you had someone work he got $400 a week gross times 52. That's a year, so it's $20,800 gross he made that year at that's his only source of income, that job. There's $50 that left the person's paycheck every week for a whole year, so it's $2,600 in federal withholdings. If you have any amount of federal withholdings on your paychecks throughout the year, then just pay attention to this, because this is real money. And when you have something simple like a W-2 job, and a couple, you know, and you're single, you don't have any dependents, you do not own a home, Simple taxpayer, you know, one or two W-2 jobs, you know, simple really. That there's really no like, oh, my accountant did a good job or my accountant didn't do a good job. It kind of is cut and dry of what your tax return is going to be. So you can learn how to do it. I'm going to teach you in like 5 minutes how your a tax return would be derived. So this is where I want you to hone in, especially you're like, yo, I got federal withholdings withheld in my paycheck every week. Let me just show you what would happen here. And this is you know, if you have federal withholdings and you want to know what's going to go on. Let's get into this. So basically you have $20,800 of income, right? Then you got $2,600 of federal withholdings. And I know that CPA Strength, Mr. Dorn over there, J Dizzlers, said if I have federal withholdings, there's a possibility I could get back. So my ears are perked up, I'm listening. So here, we're gonna do personal tax return 1040. Now, personal tax return 1040 is 2 pages long. The first page gets your adjusted gross income. So basically the first page will get you your income. And then the second page is your deductions, your taxable income, the tax you owe. Everything else would be the second page. But that's kind of irrelevant. Now, a little side note real fast. I've been a paid preparer for 6 tax seasons in a couple months. With a couple blinks of an eye, I'll be doing my 7th tax season. My first tax season was 11, a VITA program. So I wasn't a paid tax preparer, but I did tax returns for people. A VITA program, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, 2012 tax season. I worked at H&R Block, did a lot of tax returns. Tax year 13, tax year 14, I worked for a private CPA firm. Tax year 15, tax year 16, I worked for my own firm here at Dorn CPA LLC, and it's been growing and going smashingly. And we are looking ahead to our 3rd season in a few months. So I've done a few tax returns, and this is how in about 4 or 5 minutes, this is how I would talk about a tax return. This is what I think you would need to know. So here it is. Now wake up. We're gonna wake up. Put on a little makeup. I wanted to. This is why. Because your income's $20,800. You have a standard deduction. Everybody has a standard deduction, or you have an itemized deduction. I'm not going to get into that. We're going to assume you're single, you're no dependents, and you do not own a home. So you're going to have a standard deduction at $6,200. Everybody gets a personal exemption. Every dependent, you have no dependents, you count yourself. So you've got a personal exemption of $4,000. So you have exemptions of $10,000, $10,200, pretty standard. So you would subtract your deduction and your exemption from your income, making your taxable income $10,600. I got the $10,600 because we started with $20,800 of income minus $6,200 of standard deduction minus $4,000 of personal exemption, leaving us with $10,600 of taxable income. Then, with that amount of income, your tax rate would probably be around 10%. We're just going to say 10%. It might be 10.5, 11%. I don't know. The more money you make, like some people in the United States are in the 25%, 30% tax range that they pay. They make a lot of money, like $250,000. You have $10,000 of your taxable income, $10,600. So you would be taxed at 10%. So basically, the taxes you owe is $1,060. We figured out your income, your deductions, and everything, and you owe $1,060. You owe the IRS. Do you have that? Are you prepared to pay that? You're like, and then you're like, hold on, pump your brakes, homie. Pump your brakes, IRS. I already fronted you all year, dog. I already fronted you, bro. $50 a week, son. $50 a week. I already done gave you $2,600 coming at me talking about, oh, you $1,060. Yeah, I done lost your mind, boy. Better pay up, direct deposit. Cha-ching, I'm trying to get some commas in it, boy. Trying to go Applebee's 2 for $20. Boy, I'm gonna ball out on them. Tax refund. Woo, woo, woo. Just messing around, but to get the picture, that's basically how it goes. They're gonna say you owe $1,060. Whatever. You know, that's 10% of that. So basically you owe about $1,000, $1,060. But you're like, you've already fronted them $2,600, $50 a week for the whole year. So you're like, what about that? So you get the difference. They say you owe $1,060. You're like, I already gave you $2,600. So that's how you get a refund for $1,540. And it depends. If you have less taken out every week, let's say you would have, this would probably be with 0 exemptions on your W-4. If you had 1 exemptions, or you said, I have more exemptions, take out less every week. You know, laugh now, cry later, right? So that's what it would be, you know. So let's just say you took out $25 a week, $25 a week, right? Let's say it was $25 a week. Where's my eraser? $25 a week. What if it was $25 a week times 52? This would be $1,300. This would be $1,300. So you fronted them $1,300. What is that? I gotta hurry up. What would the refund be? What would the refund be? $200, $240, $240. So if you see that, if you give them a little bit less. Anyways, that is how your tax return is comprised of either federal withholdings. So pay attention if you have federal withholdings. Okay, peace. I'm out of this mug. Till next time. Come on. This is CPA Strength. You know you love it. Stay positive. Keep grinding. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boom.